Okay, so upon further inspection and cleaning up, there is a lot more rot and the metal's soft. Just did a test here just to see if it was gonna keep blowing out or not, how thin it was. And you can see how it's just eaten through here, it's just soft. As well as, look at the rot in that channel. Now, I've tracked down this channel and I've ordered it so I can replace all that. So I'm basically gonna end up cutting all of this out and just make a whole new one. And then stripped a bunch of the filler out. It's pretty straight. Just little bumps and bruises. There's minor stuff, things that we have tools for now that they didn't back then. You can see the old dent puller style where he drilled the hole, it hooked and pulled. So there's some right up here also. But I mean, it had, you know, 1/4 inch or so of filler and not necessary. So, all right, I'm gonna keep cutting it out. All right, getting ready to weld this lower quarter section in. I'm leaving this so that I have proper placement of the slot here. I will come back and cut more of this out and make this inner structure here. And then just kind of stepped it down right there because all the metal was good. There was no reason to do it. And see where I plug welded the inner bumper structure in there. Got it up here too. Then I had to weld the nuts in there. Threw a little paint on them real quick. So I've cut this panel down quite a bit. Let's see here. Just holding up quickly, but I will come in here where that step down is and where it rolls into the fender lip and cut that even. That's why I left extra material there, so I can cut it even there and then beat the heck out of it. Got it to conform under here so it's got a nice tight fit, and I'll weld that from the underside. All right, time to get to it. Got this all welded back up. It's 2 pieces, 1 little small chunk here, and then this whole side here. Got that. I still have to come in here and I have to trim some of this back. It's way too big. And then I have to make the filler piece that comes in, tucks around behind here, caps all this off. But get ready to put the battery tray I fabricated in here. Once I put it in, I'll end up cutting most all of this out where it's all just, well, that works too. You can see where it's been brazed and all that stuff in there. This piece here, battery tray was out of stock and it actually needed part of the apron anyway because it would have went straight across here. So instead of buying all of that, I just took a sheet of steel and fabricated it. Started, let's set this down. So you can see I put the step in here for where it goes under, and then to mimic this line here where this seam is, where the apron and such go along, took a chisel and put it in the vise so I get a, you know, how the vise. All right, so the motor's tore down as far as I'm going to take it. You can see it was recently rebuilt before it was parked, cleaned up really well. So now I'm gonna start installing a whole bunch of new parts. I still have to clean the rockers and push rods, but other than that, everything's clean. There's the new exhaust. Heater box is cleaned, repainted. Bunch of parts in here cleaned and painted. Engine tins are all in the paint booth hanging up. Let's go. So they're all going to be color matched. Still doing the metal work. And this, I touched it yesterday and it just went right on through. So I'll have a bigger patch to do over there, but battery tray and stuff's going in almost done there. But we got restored original German carburetor, all ready to go. Super cool tins. Got a chrome alternator. All right, so this side I'm calling it done. Strip back the rest of the filler, clean that up. Made a patch panel for in the wheel well there. I've got the lower quarter all done. Brought in around the back. Had to graft into there and all that. So I hand fabricated this whole section here just from a flat piece of steel that I had. It was out of stock, so you got to do what you got to do. Then I fortunately was able to track down this channel because it was all rotten here. So you can see right here where a chunk of that blew out when I went to weld it together. So I got to finish cleaning that up. But I got that all back in and sort of cleaning all this. And then that emissions bracket for a charcoal canister or whatever it is that sits here, went ahead and removed that, as well as the pedestal for the factory air cleaner. I kept them in case the owner ever wanted to put it back to all original, which is not what we're doing here. Then I moved over here and started cutting out the rust here. So I gotta fab up the back corner as well as this piece, and then I'll have to come around again and patch up this inner fender well. All right. So I've got most of the car sanded down at this point. The body's actually a lot cleaner and straighter than I anticipated it being. A lot less filler. I got almost all the brown lacquer primer off of here, which that was really the biggest task at this point as far as sanding it down. Filler here, already knew about that. In here, this is all low. I got to pull this out. This is that big dent, but the filler is really thin. You see, I still have some of the brown to go. But like I say, it's a lot better than I anticipated, which is great, obviously. These are some more dents. Not bad. There's just a couple of them here and there, minor. So I just wanted to show what it was like before I started doing any filler work on it at this point. It's like almost like a little drag across spot. And then when it was out in the sun, I had it rolled out here, sanding it. You could tell, and it almost kind of shows up on here. I think the biggest reason there was work done on this quarter is across here. You could see it when the sun hit it just right. You could see the rest of where they worked it out really well, but just the shadowing of where it had been pushed in there before. And then just, you know, little door dings and stuff like that, so not bad. Then I'm gonna come in here and clean up where the welds are and smooth this up a bit, and then where that pedestal was and all that mess, so get it looking good. Here we have the completed motor for the Ghia. When, you know, got everything paint detailed and all that, set it up for electric fuel pump. Got the restored German carburetor on it. This will be the first time I've used this ignition kit. This is from O'Reilly's of all places, but another guy I know does a lot of these cars as well. He's been using them and had exceptional luck, and it's really well priced, as well as it has a lifetime warranty on it, believe it or not, unlike so many parts we deal with now. So I figured to give it a shot. This would be perfect for it with the vacuum advance and stock carburetor. So, but this motor came together really well. Nice and clean. Got everything cleaned up, painted. Super cool tins under it. So that's as far as I've gotten for now. Next week, I should have the next video of it because I'm working on it nonstop right now to get it done and back to the customer. I'll repost after the body work is done and it's in primer and just moving forward. So if you like what you see, please subscribe, hit that like button, do the notifications. That way you're known as soon as I upload more videos, and lots to come. Thanks for watching.